Hello, Taurus. These are your messages for May 16th through the 23rd, 2019. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday. Today we are going to be using a deck I picked up a month ago, the Starseed Tarot. It's very large. I am not able to shuffle it the way I normally shuffle. So we're going to do things a little different this time. I'm just really excited to use this deck finally. So for Taurus, we have the Three of Flames, the Adept of Flames reversed, the Six of Crystals, the Lovers reversed, Master of Crystals, and the Two of Flames. Bottom of the deck is the Hanging Man reversed. Could be dealing with a Pisces. So, right off the bat, a whole lot of flames energy. Well, I suppose not a whole lot, but a lot of fire energy here. Also, we have the Lovers, which could be Gemini. Excuse me. But I feel like you're waiting. There's a lot of stagnation here. There's a path that needs to be chosen, a choice that needs to be made that is not getting made at this time. Let's see, how am I going to fit all these on here? But here you are, right in the middle, in the upright. So there's definitely passion here, definitely inspiration, motivation, but with the Adept of Flames reversed, this is stagnation. You could be feeling a lack of contentment with your life, feeling like no matter how much effort you put into making things better, whether that be with a relationship or in a business partnership or just in life in general, you feel like you keep getting knocked down. And I feel like the stagnation here is you trying to figure out the way around these issues, trying to figure out a way around these roadblocks, waiting for the solutions to come to you rather than trying to force it, I feel like. So I don't feel like the stagnation is a bad thing. But let's get some clarifiers to make sure. I'm sorry guys, I might be burping a lot because my acid reflux is terrible. So my apologies. Tell me about this Three of Flames for Taurus. Why is the Three of Flames here? The Knight of Cups. So definitely waiting for the right solution to come to you. Waiting for the right opportunities to come to you to get you out of this rut. Tell me a bit about the Adept of Flames, please. Four of Swords. So this stagnation period, or these roadblocks that are being created for you, could be being set up with the intent of you taking time to not only taking time for yourself and to recuperate, but also to heal over whatever past traumas or whatever guilts you're holding on to. So the fact that you're not trying to like just push forward through these roadblocks is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Tell me about the Six of Crystals. The Fool. Hold on, let me clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool for Taurus, please. The Knight of Coins. So, again, this is, you feeling like you've been putting in so much effort and you're getting nowhere, but you're not losing your hope for it. You're just kind of waiting for the answers to come to you. Tell me about the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for Taurus? Clarify the Lovers, please. The Devil. So there could have been a little bit of toxic behavior, maybe an addiction that you're trying to work through at this time. Or if it's not an addiction, it could be anything that you do too much of. Maybe you put too much trust in somebody, whether that be a partner or a romantic partner. But let me clarify. Why is the Devil here? Whatever it is, I feel like that's what's needing to be healed from at this time. The Six of Coins and Judgment. So this is definitely some karmic energy here. These are karmic lessons that need to be worked through. You could have possibly been involved in a third-party situation, whether I feel like this is way past, though. And this is just something that you're being kind of forced to heal through, excuse me. I don't feel like this is recent. It very well could be. But this is something that's creating insecurities for you. You have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, and with the next step in your life, you're not going to be able to progress forward until you work past whatever those insecurities are. And that's why these roadblocks are being set up. If you were to, ignore this healing process and keep pushing forward past those roadblocks like you probably usually did, it's just going to create more traumatic experiences in the future. So spirit, the divine, whatever you believe in, the universe, these roadblocks are being set up so that you have no choice but to stay here and really think about what is causing, what's the right word to use, what is causing this my God, I'm having a brain fart. Insecurities. So that you can heal over this and grow and move forward and start to progress your soul the way you should be doing. Tell me about the Master of Crystals. We have the Hanging Man and the Knight of Swords again. So somebody could have possibly told you some things about yourself that made you realize that there were insecurities, that there were past traumas that you needed to heal over, and that's what's kind of making you rethink your whole life up to this point. Or kind of, look back and see where the trauma occurred and where the issues started happening. Because you have, harsh communication, and then you have this, being hung up and starting to really think about things from a new perspective. It could just be that, the divine or spirit is bringing it to your attention. The Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you've been holding on to a grudge or something that's petty, something that the universe is saying it's time to let this go. It's time to move past this. You don't deserve to hold on to this anymore. I'm not saying that you ever did deserve to hold on to it, but there was a reason why you held on to it, and you just weren't addressing it the way it needed to be. Tell me about the Two of Flames. Clarify the Two of Flames, please. Queen of Coins. So this didn't really appear to be too much of a love reading at first, but we have the Queen of Coins here with the Ten of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like the reasons why you're being called to really heal from this past trauma, whatever grudges you've been holding on to, is because a divine partnership is being brought into the picture now. Because we have the King of Crystals and the Queen of Coins, which would be the King and Queen of Pentacles. And with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is your legacy. This is lifelong, happy family. This is wealth and prosperity. And you're being called to work on those insecurities now because you can't bring that into this next part of your life, this next chapter in your book, because you do have a partnership here that is going to be equal give and take. You do have the Six of Pentacles here twice. It's going to require both of you to heal from the past, both of you to reciprocate, both of you to give equally and take equally. So let's get you some final advice. The Ace of Swords wanted to pop out. Just gonna throw that out there. There could be some truths that need to be spoken. Some, a little bit of clarity needs to be given here, whether that be to you or to the Queen of Coins or to whoever caused these past traumas, or it could just be from you to yourself, to stop lying to yourself and start working on whatever traumas are holding you back from progressing in life. That one popped out while I was shuffling, so that one I guess is the one. So this one's contemplation, analysis, and awareness, which is very fitting of, I would see that as the Hanging Man. So very fitting advice here. Man is the only animal for whom his own existence is a problem which he has to solve. Let's see if you can see that. While we share common traits with all other living entities and are indeed linked to them in so many ways, our humanity is probably best defined by our awareness of ourselves. We alone can look up to the sky and contemplate our role in the universe. We alone have the freedom of choice and the capability of rational thought beyond survival and procreation. We alone can question relative values and choose right from wrong. Our consciousness is both a blessing and a burden. It provides us with the ability to ponder and question. More than any other living entities, we have the capacity to consider variables and options for the future, and to be either encouraged or concerned about the possibilities. So definitely, your advice is to really start thinking about whatever traumas have been holding you back to this point, and if you continue to let them hold you back, what is your future going to look like? And, you know, the same as you're going to think about it that way, think about it if you do change, if you do heal from those traumas and work past this and let go of the petty and the, you know, the grudges you've been holding on to, how's your future going to look then? So it's definitely, your advice is take on this hanging man, take on this Pisces perspective and start thinking about things in a new light. Think about, you know, the traumas that need to be healed and what your life's going to start looking like once you do heal that. Once you do let go of those grudges that you no longer need to hold on to. So Taurus, probably not the reading everybody wants. Everybody wants love readings, but it's the reading you needed to hear. So those are your messages for May 16th through the 23rd. I will see you next week.